This is the Salomon Taka under the pretty lights. We've ridden this and lucky enough to get this for extended demo. It's been great. Just showing you this under the pretty lights and on the table so you can get an idea of this camber profile in relation to the other, Salomon camber profiles that you'll see out there. And they kind of measure it with the cork here. Like you can kind of see it seems about right. It starts off the tail, kind of like almost where the tail begins, maybe a touch of early rise there to kind of make it a little forgiving and a little less catchy. And then it comes up and over and then slowly down into here where it kind of almost feels like this is like a flat section, and then it starts to rise up. So it's definitely a lot more camber, than your average Salomon board. I mean, a lot less camber, pardon me, than your average Salomon board when you're doing that directional thing. So it's got a little more float, a little more directional float, and this is a demo. You're going to see a different kind of camber profile. Wood reacts differently with all kinds of materials like this and cures differently, and so the camber profile you see here might not be the one you see when you buy this. Most likely it'll have a lot more get up and go underfoot. But anyways, it's a fun board. We had a good time on it. Let's do some measurements and finish this thing up because there's an in-depth review already too. We're looking at 27.7, I think, in the back, off the back foot. And then about 26.7 off the front inserts. And there are 7 inserts on this board, so you can go back further, which is really cool. I like that. And you're looking at just about 27.5. This one doesn't angle down that much. It kind of goes straight down. And then we're looking at just about 26.6 over that back binding. Now they have recommended, right here you can kind of see, they have recommended and pow deep. So if you're going recommended, you're at 22. If you're going pow deep, you're at 22. That's cool. It stays consistent throughout the line. And that's kind of what you want to do here. Now, if you set it all the way back in the pow deep with traditional bindings, like let's say the Salomon Highlander or maybe the Hologram, two bindings we love and often recommend. If you set it back traditional, like, you're looking at 9.5 inches difference between the nose to here and the tail to here. And you can kind of see that as I'm doing this. Now the true, or like a more accurate depiction of setback on board versus like, let's say setback on side cut, you're looking at 4.75, I believe. Let me double check my numbers. Yep, 4.75 back on board, which is pretty far. And we found this board to float pretty well, especially for its size. We were comparing it against some monster floaters, so we found it to be pretty good, and we got it in super deep snow. Like, if you stepped off your board, you went down above your waist. And it wasn't that light anymore either. So, yeah. But it's got a great all black base that has good glide to it. Very easy to repair, and just came to us like this. Just, looks like it had been waxed. Like, not just factory wax, but really waxed. And so that was great. It had a good glide to it. And so all in all, I think the Taka is a really fun board. I think if it fits your specs and works for you, I think it's going to be great. I don't think it's the super deep, ultra mega powder board, but I think it's really good, and it also kills it on groomers. So I would say, all in all, it's a really nice free ride board. And, you know, Peter Zobel and I all had a really good time on it.